Good morning, friends. Today is Monday, August 28th. Hard to believe we're at the end of August already. Where does time go? Anyway, I'm doing a little bit different this morning. I'm sitting here with my bulletproof coffee, and I got thinking about my weight. And I was wondering if your weight keeps you from doing things that you normally would do or that you would like to do. For an example, I had a baby shower to go to yesterday, and I love this family dearly, and I knew I was going to go no matter what, but I got fussing about it. I was like, I had this much time ahead of time. I knew I should have lost weight. I should have been more strict. But as you can see, and as you all know, I've got like 100 pounds to lose, so I would have only lost, by the time I knew when the shower was until I actually went to the shower, I probably would have only lost like 5 or 6 pounds. So a lot of good that would have done. But it's funny how your mind just automatically goes to that. So anyway, I did go. I knew I was going to go, though. I wouldn't not go, but I did really stress out about it. But I went and I had such a good time, and I hadn't seen this family in 7 years. I'm very bad for not shutting people out, but not exactly letting them in either. And it's due to my weight. In 2015 was my heaviest. And I wouldn't go out of the house hardly ever. I wouldn't see people. I wouldn't do normal things like get my hair done. I just didn't want people to see me. And since then, I've lost 70 pounds, and I'm very proud of that. But there's still, as I say, 100 pounds left to go. But it's funny how we just automatically assume things. Like, I did get talking to the family, and we got talking about my weight and stuff. And I jokingly said, yeah, the reason I stay big is so you guys will all recognize me because we don't see each other enough. And, of course, we laughed and everything. And they said, they don't see my weight when they see me. They're just so glad to see me that they don't care what I weigh. And I know that, but in my mind, I'm like, oh, they're probably thinking, oh, she got really big over the years, or, oh, what happened to her? And that's not necessarily the case at all. And yesterday I decided not to wear my wig, which was a huge step for me as well. But I knew where we were going, it was probably going to be hot. And when I get stressed, I get hot. And of course, when I'm in menopause, there's times I get hot. So I didn't want the added stress of having my wig on. So I didn't wear my wig. So that was huge too. And we did talk about that too. We talked about all kinds of things. But as they said, even when I was growing up, and I knew these people when I was probably, I don't know, maybe 12, from 12 on. So I've known them a really long time. And they said, Sandy, your hair has always been very thin. And so was your mom's. And again, we don't think about your hair. So I don't know. It was just really eye-opening. And I really got to learn not to, I still don't want to say shut people out. But I guess really that is what I do. My weight has kept me from a lot of things, and not just like fun things, but serious things. And like, I'm sure I would visit these people, and I don't know why that happens. Our weight, we worry so much about it, and chances are a person doesn't even think about it. Like, I've had many people say, oh, excuse me, say to me, Sandy, that's the last thing we think about. Excuse me, I need some of my coffee. Bulletproof coffee. That'll get you going. But it is true. Like, and when I see somebody, I don't think about what they're wearing, what size they are, what their hair looks like. I'm just so glad to see the person. So why can't I think that way too? It's funny what our mind does, or what we've been taught or shown or what have you. Like, as I've mentioned before, I've been big since grade 4. And in fact, in my class picture, I was in the back row. And the kids that were in front of me, there was 2 kids taking up the same amount of space I was in the back row. So it's been my whole life. And sometimes I wonder, what have I missed out on? Like, I know going to a fair, for instance, and going on rides, stuff like that. Like, I never did anything like that. I did go to camp when I was younger. My parents sent me to camp, and I was the fat girl, and it wasn't good at all. I did not have a good experience. I was picked on. Excuse me, like it wasn't a fun thing. And I just sometimes wonder, what would have happened if I would have got the weight off younger. And now when I see a child or something that is overweight, my heart automatically goes to them. And I so wish I could just hug them and say, do something now, or have their parents do something now, because I'm 52 and I'm still facing this. And, I'm glad that I am losing weight. It's taking forever, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. Excuse me. Oh, I am so sorry. Talking too much yesterday, probably. Excuse me, but it is true. And like, the weight does come off slow. And for instance, today is supposed to be my weigh-in of what keto, what I had lost this week or whatever. I'm not getting weighed today. I also used yesterday as, I think, an excuse. Like, being on a diet is hard, no matter what diet it is. You have to restrict yourself, and that requires discipline. And I don't think I'm very good with discipline. But I did use it as an excuse. So I'm going to the baby shower, I'm going to eat this, or I'm going to eat that. And she had a cake, and I did have a piece of the cake. Now, it wasn't a very big piece, and I took the icing off. But I did eat the cake, and oh, it was so good. It was so good. But, and I knew ahead of time. Like, I'm thinking, okay, there's going to be food there. I'm going to have stuff. But there was a lot of food there, and that is the only thing I had. No, I'm lying to you. I had a half a cookie. Bill came back with a plate of vegetables and all kinds of stuff, and there was a cookie on the plate, and right away I snuck that cookie. But I only ate half, so that was a huge thing for me, because as I've mentioned many times, I should be blue because I am a cookie monster. And I don't know if some of me not eating while I was there. Now, I'm a yapper, as you all know. So I don't know if it's because I was just talking so much and catching up with so much of the family, or if in my subconscious, I didn't want to eat in front of people. Excuse me, because that's always been a huge thing with me. Like, I worry about eating in front of people, or being in a restaurant. People are going to look and say, yeah, she needs that. Getting groceries has always been that too, because I think people are looking in my cart thinking, well, no wonder she's as big as she is. Look at what's in her cart. But I really have to stop that, because chances are they're just worried about what's in their own cart. It's funny. It's not funny, but it is what your mind and what your brain tells you. Like, these things, I think that the weight would come off better if I could just get out of my head. Like, there's so many things that just, I don't know. So I'm curious, does your weight keep you from doing things, or does something else keep you from doing things? Are you like self-conscious when you go places and maybe don't do some of the fun things that you normally would do? And also yesterday I heard some excuse me, some news about my brother and sister. We no longer speak, unfortunately, but I did hear some news about them yesterday that really upset me. I did push it to the side while I was at the shower, because I wanted to have fun and I didn't want to dwell on it. But after the shower was over, what I heard about them really sunk. Like, and first thing this morning when I woke up, that's the first thing I thought of. And normally I would turn to food for the comfort, for the, like, oh, I'm so stressed, I need a chocolate bar, or I need cookies. But I'm trying really hard not to, because what good is it going to do? It's not going to change the situation. It's not going to change what has happened. So food doesn't need to be my reward. And the more I learn that, and the longer I'm doing this, the easier it is becoming, because any other time I would have definitely gone right to food. This time I didn't. I'm saying a lot of prayers about it. And I hope that the situation changes somehow. But I do know that there's nothing I personally can do to change it other than to say prayers. Excuse me. So that's a big step for me too, learning that, okay, Sandy, this is a very stressful situation. This is a very bad thing that's happened, but don't turn to food. So I think keto is helping me so many ways, in so many aspects of my life, not just what I put in my mouth, but what I'm thinking in my mind. So I do think it's a really good program. But anyway, I've yapped for almost 12 minutes. I am such a talker. It's terrible. But anyway, it was just a thought that I had this morning. When I drink my bulletproof coffee, that's when all these thoughts and ideas come to my mind. Today I'm going to work on my planners and stuff, because when I was drinking my coffee, that's what I was thinking about. But anyway, hi again to all my subscribers and my new ones. I really appreciate y'all being here. This is going to be a long journey, as you can tell. So having you and having the support really means a lot to me. But yeah, in the comments down below, leave me a comment. Do you miss out on certain things? Or do you stay home, or stay in the house, or stay in your pajamas? Yesterday was a lot of pain for me with the fibromyalgia. So yes, I do believe today is going to be a stay in your pajamas kind of day. But anyway, I hope you're all having a great day. I hope you have a great week. I will start doing my what I eat in a day again tomorrow. I'm out of groceries right now. So it's just kind of a leftover kind of day. Tomorrow, though, I will be probably getting groceries. So I will be back with my what I eats in a day. But in the meantime, I hope you all have a great week, and I will talk to you soon. Okay, love yous.